everyone. It's me, Terri, of the Yarnjoy podcast. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7 of 2023. So the project I got, the scrap ball I got yesterday from my project, we'll go ahead and jump right in. The scrap ball I got from Taralynn. This is a scrap ball swap we are doing during Vlogmas with each other. And so the package of yarn that I unwrapped yesterday was a pink ball. And so I went ahead and put it into my blanket. So let me show you what it's looking like. So there it is. I had to get another black ball of black skein of yarn, so I have to, let's see, I've got this one side I still need to finish, the block stitch. I did get the other skein out, and so I'll start with that to finish it and then I will go on to the new color. But anyway, so here's what it's looking like. This is the Modern Granny. It's a tutorial on the Crochet Crowd, and I will link it down below in the description box. They have a tutorial, and then also on that same website page, they have a link where you can click on to get the written instructions. But I'm just loving these colors. I think it's just really cool. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so as I have been mentioning before, that if I have yarn left over of Taralynn scrap ball, which I did in the middle, these colors I did, and so I was just making granny squares to use up the yarn, and then I'd combine some of my little scrap balls in there to complete a 4-row granny square. Well, now that the sections are bigger, I'm running out of Taralynn's ball, and so what I'm doing is I'm looking in my stash, and I'm getting, I try to match the color as much as I can. And that's what I was doing here. And as you can see, it's a little bit darker shade with the red. I had to finish the second round, I had to get some of my red, which is a little darker shade. And so I just kind of been doing that. And I like the way it's coming out. And see, it was a very pale pink that was in her scrap ball that she sent me. And I think maybe I had that pale pink, but since I like the way the different shades are looking, I decided to go with a little darker shade. So then this round would be like that too, or that stripe. So what I'm doing is 2 stripes of color, or 2 rounds, and then a round of the black to separate. But anyway, there's what it's looking like. So it's getting pretty big. So it's growing a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. So I'm kind of wondering, because I was thinking, well, we both sent each other like 30 scrap balls of yarn. And so I was thinking, well, that may make a very large blanket. And I was thinking, well, I originally thought, well, I will like put half of them in one blanket and half of them in another blanket and make 2 blankets, and they would be like, I'm aiming for like lapgan type size maybe, and then I think that would be great, having 2. And then what I will eventually be doing this probably is donating these projects to the Aubrey's Angels crochet group that's here in my city, and they give to like different different places like cancer centers and the Veterans Hospital and the homeless shelter and the battered women's shelter. I mean, there's different places that they donate items to. And so that's what I'm going to be doing with these projects. So, I mean, this is day 1 through 7, and it's already, I haven't measured it, but I mean, it's almost lapgan size, I think, or wheelchair blanket size. And so now I'm thinking maybe I will make several blankets out of these scrap balls, which is awesome. Anyway, so there is the project so far. And then since I am making a few granny squares also with the same yarn, or yarn that's closest to the color, I went ahead and made 3 granny squares with the pink that I added. So I've got this one, and then I had this one with the pink on the outside. I had a little bit of ball of purple, and I didn't have enough, so then I did another purple to finish that second round, so that made it more interesting looking there in the middle. And then I made this one with the pink in the middle. and purple on the outside. So there's my 3. I think I have 21 squares now. Okay. And then what I'm going to be doing with these is I will put a 5th round on all of them with a main color, and then do the join as you go method as far as, you know, as you're creating that 5th round, you are also joining to the previous square. Now, I haven't done that yet, you know, to join them together. Haven't done it yet because I want to have them all still loose so I can lay them out and see what a good order would look like, you know, before I figure out, you know, which ones go next to each other. Okay, so that's what I worked on yesterday. I did my jigsaw puzzle also, the day 6 box of the jigsaw puzzle, and I will pop in a picture right here. This is the little square that was the day 6, and as you can see, there's some puppies. Is it puppy or puppy and kitten? Let me look. It is 2 puppies. I have it laid out over there. Okay, so it's 2 puppies. So there was the close-up picture. And now I also took a picture of what it's looking like now because they all are linked together. And so here is the full picture of it so far. So I have 6 little squares across. Okay, I think it will be down here. But anyway, so yeah, I have the day 7 getting ready to do today's, and I believe that will be, I thought it was 6 squares across, but it's not. The picture shows it's 7 squares across. So I'll be doing this one today. Yeah. Okay, so there is that. And let's go ahead and pick our color for today to see what color will be going next in this blanket, okay? So I've got the plastic container over here that's got the scrap balls in it. So let me get that. Right here. And so let me put my hand in here and we will draw. Let's see, where do I want to pick? Let's do this one. Okay, so I'm going to put this one back here, and let's open the bag and see what color that is going to be next in the blanket. And like I said, I'm wondering if after this color I may end it off and then start a new blanket. Ooh, oh, that's pretty. Purple. That's a beautiful color, purple. That's kind of a lilac color, maybe. I really like that. So that is going to be going. Let's see if I can hold all that up. Yeah, so it's going to be going right here. Oh, it's going to look nice. Okay, so that is the scrap ball I'm going to be putting in for today. I've got my puzzle for today. And let's go ahead and open the chocolate advent calendar, day 7 right here. Little window. And let me open it. It is a Santa hat. I can tell what that one is. So let me show it to you. See, Santa hat. Okay, and let's see. The movie I watched yesterday had been suggested to me. It was called Mr. Hobson's Choice, I believe. I found it on Peacock. And I enjoyed it. I've never seen it before. I think maybe it was a book, somebody told me, which I didn't even know that. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a different type story, but it had a good ending. At first I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I don't like this character at all. But then as the story goes along, it's just like you start rooting for the daughters, and then at the end, everything kind of gets redeemed and it's good. And it was a good story. Not necessarily really a Christmas story. I think it's had New Year's Eve, talked about New Year's Eve a little bit, but besides that, that was it. But that's what I watched, and yes, I enjoyed it. So thank you for the suggestion. And so for today, since I was still on Peacock, looking around and stuff, I found this one, and I thought, oh well, I have to watch this one. So this movie that I'm watching today is it's a Hallmark type movie. I don't know what the dog heard something and now he's barking. It is a Hallmark type movie. The movie is called The Fabric of Christmas. And I don't normally like to watch a whole bunch of the Hallmark movies. I like them. They're fine. You know, just light. You know, they're okay. But I do like to watch a lot of the classic ones. mostly, but I will throw in some that are not classics, or, you know, I mean, I've even got some comedy ones I want to watch. But so anyway, today is called The Fabric of Christmas. I will link it down below in the description box. When I was reading the description on it, I was like, oh, I've got to watch this one because it has to do with some type of Christmas quilt. And I thought, quilt, crafting, blanket, yeah, I'll watch it. So that's what I'm watching today. So if you want to join me, like I said, I will link it down below in the description box. And yeah, so what else is happening today? Well, I had to go to the post office. Oh yes, I got some Christmas cards I want to show you. So let me move this blanket over right here. Yes, I have some Christmas cards. Like I said, I had to go to the post office, drop a package off, and so I checked my mailbox there, and I had some cards. So the first one, let's see. This one, yes. This one is from Angela of Ohio. Very pretty nativity scene. Isn't that pretty? I like it. He came not to a throne, but to a manger. He lived not as a king, but as a servant. He chose not a kingdom, but a cross. He gave not just a little, but everything. Holly Girth is who quoted that, or the quote from that person. May the Lord's great love bless you this Christmas. Christmas blessings, Angie from Ohio. Thank you so much, Angie, or Angela, but you signed to Angie, so I guess you go by Angie. So thank you so much. Okay, so the next Christmas card is from Kendall. And I have gotten cards from her over the years, so I recognize her name. Kendall is from California. And oh, this is a birthday card. Yeah, she sent me a birthday card. It says, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much, Kendall. And then she put a sweet little note in there to me. So, yeah, thank you so much, Kendall. Okay. And so then I think all the rest are Christmas cards. So the next one is from Laura, and she is from Michigan. Michigan, right? And this one is another really pretty one. Look. Little shepherds. Oh, that's so cute. And they're looking at the little manger there. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Isaiah 7:14. May God bless you during this holiday season. Merry Christmas from your yarny friend, Laura. Thank you so much, Laura. Okay. And the next one is from Lauren, and she is from Rhode Island, and I recognize her name. She's sent me cards before. This one's a postcard. Yeah, I do recognize this because she sent me picture postcards before, and so it's not a picture of her or her family or whatever, but it's a picture of her cat. So it says, Merry Christmas, warm wishes, Matt, Lauren, and Oswald. So Oswald is right there in front of the Christmas tree. Isn't that cute? That's her cat, Oswald. And it said that she crocheted that little elf outfit that Oswald is wearing. She said that she crocheted it. Yeah, so she said, Merry Christmas, and a sweet note to me. So thank you, Lauren. I love that elf outfit. So cute. Okay. The next one is from Betsy, and she is from Nebraska. And this card says, Simply Jesus. That's so neat that these Christmas cards, they all have like a manger and the nativity scene or something to do with the nativity on it. That's cool. May your Christmas be a time to reflect on the simplicity of Christ's birth and the magnitude of his purpose. Christmas blessings. And then she wrote me a nice note. So thank you so much, Betsy. Okay. And the last one I have to show you for you today is from Elizabeth. And now she does have a YouTube channel. Okay. And her YouTube channel is More Crafts. Okay. And I will link her channel down below in the description box. Okay. And it says, wishing you a fabulous Christmas. Sincerely, Elizabeth. And there is the front of the card. It's Christmas time. Isn't that cute? And then she also sent me some stitch markers. Now, Elizabeth does make these stitch markers and sell them. I have never bought any before, but I have seen them, and I know she makes, she's real busy making lots of them. They're really neat. And I've seen pictures, of them, but I have never gotten one, and she sent me some. So I'm trying to open the little plastic. They are so tiny. Have you seen those little little things that they make with the pony beads, and they link them together and it makes like little faces and characters and different things? Well, it's kind of like that, but the little beads are not pony beads. They're really tiny. And so I can just imagine how what's the word? Intricate? Yeah, maybe intricate's a word, but I was working with these tiny little beads to make these items. Oh my gosh. They're so cool. And I mean, they're like linked together with some type of thread. Anyway, so here's the first one. If I can get it to stop. See, it's a llama. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, they're so tiny. So there's a llama, and then here's a little paw print. I think it's really cute too. See? Look how tiny those little beads are. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize she worked with such tiny little things. And then the third one, she sent me 3. And the third stitch marker is a holiday one. And it is a Christmas stocking with a little candy cane on it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I will link Elizabeth's information down below in the description box if you want to support her, her crafting business, and get some of these tiny little stitch markers. They feel like they're sturdy and very lightweight, so they wouldn't weigh down your work. But they're so cute and they're so tiny. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, and for the card. Okay. So yeah, I had to go to the post office. I sold something off of my Etsy. If you've visited my Etsy shop lately, I've been having a few Barbie dolls in there every once in a while. Well, they are some vintage Barbie dolls that are my mother's, that I've been kind of helping her to try to sell them. And so that's what they are. Okay, so I put them at my Etsy shop, and then whenever somebody buys them, then I give her the money for it. But that's why they are in there. And so right now I had another one sold, and so I had to go ship it. I had to go send it to the post, or drop it off at the post office. So that's what I was doing. And so while I was there, I checked my my mailbox, and I had some cards. So yeah, if you are a collector of vintage Barbie dolls, she has some that are in boxes still, and never been taken out of the box. Right now, I've just got one listed in my Etsy shop, and I have 4 more that I got from her house when I was there the last time. And so I'm going to be taking pictures of those, and I will be getting those in. And they're all like vintage from the 80s Barbie dolls. Still in the package, So anyway, that's what that is. If you notice and think, why does she have Barbie dolls in her Etsy shop? So yeah. Okay. So that is it. Let's see, what's for dinner today? Well, I'm going to cook some of the venison that we recently processed and packaged up. The venison was given to us by my brother, and so I'm going to cook a package of that, I think, tonight. Yeah. And then I will just come up with some side dishes. I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, it's about time for me to go grocery shopping again, but I'm not going to go today. So okay, so if you saw in the title, this is a combination video. So that was my Vlogmas video. And so I'm going to go ahead and tack on right now, because I don't have a whole lot extra to show you except for the stuff that I've been working on for Vlogmas. And so this is also the Yarnjoy podcast episode number 335. And so let's do that part. Okay, so for my finished objects for this week, the only thing I have finished that I have to show you is the Mo of Change blanket. If you watched yesterday's Vlogmas, you already saw it. So I've already got it. I didn't take it out. I have it folded and put up because it's going to be a Christmas gift. But I will insert a picture right here if you didn't see yesterday's. So here's the picture of it, because I did take a picture of it laying out flat. So there's my Mo of Change blanket. I will list the pattern down below in the description box where you can get it. It's a free pattern. And so that is the finished object. The only works in progress I can show you that I haven't showed you yet, and I can show you, is the Forever Always baby blanket I've been working on. I had this huge amount of Lime Brand ice cream yarn. This is like, well, I ripped out a project that I was making already. And so this is like the equivalent of a one big scoop skein and 2 of the smaller size skeins with the same colorway, banana split. I ripped it all out. I mean, it wasn't complete, but I had quite a bit of it done, and I just decided I didn't want to work on it anymore. So I ripped it all out, just wound it around the big scoop skein, and started doing this pattern. And this is called the Forever Always blanket. Now, when I got it, it's a baby blanket. When I got it, it was a free pattern on Ravelry, and I downloaded it and had it on my computer. Well, now I don't think it's a free pattern anymore, but it's a nice pattern, and so I will link it down below where you can look at it and you can purchase it if you want to. Anyway, here it is. I really like the way the patterning is coming out. Let me make sure I don't pull out stitches here. Okay, so here it is. It just starts from the center and works out, and you just put these you know, the little chain 1, skip 1 to make the little design that works up into the pattern. It's like a crisscross, well, it's like V-shaped designs with the X in the middle. But I really am enjoying it. I just, you know, put a couple of rows here and there in it. And I'm just letting the colors do what they want. And so, yeah, so I worked on that just a little bit. And that is it. I mean, I'm working on another gift, but I can't show that. And then I still have Corduroy the Bear, his overalls I was working on. I think maybe I got 1 round done on the overalls. I really got to work on those. Yeah, it's going to be a Christmas gift for my grandbaby. I have the bear done. I already showed it to you, but here he is. He's hanging out here on my table. So I have the bear done. I'm just making his overalls. So, okay. And then the only really other thing I can show you is my Happy Mail. Well, this is from a... Taralynn had also given me an Amazon gift card for my birthday, and so I picked out 2 items to use that birthday, the gift card. The first thing I picked out is this color wheel. Now, Krista of the Secret Yarnery had this exact same color wheel. I used the link she had, and I have one, but it was very small and kind of hard to use. And I thought, well, I'm going to get the one that she was talking about. And she even has a video where she talks about how to use it. And it has to do with picking out the colors that go together when you're going to make a blanket. And I thought, well, that would be really useful to have. And it is 2-sided. This is like for the more of the pastel shades. And then this side is the darker muted shades, I believe. Anyway, so I thought that would be cool to have. So I picked out that. And then also, oh, and I can... If I think about it, yeah, if I remember, I will link Krista's video down below in the description box where she talks about how this works and all that. And so you can check that out. It's a very interesting video. Okay, so I got that. And then also with that birthday gift card, I got this pattern book. And it is a red heart pattern book. It's called Throws Worked in the Round. I love this blanket right there. And there are, let's see, how many's on here? It doesn't say. Really nice looking blankets. They're all worked from the center out, I think. Well, there's some that are squares. It doesn't say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. I think there's more than that in here. There's not a table of contents. Anyway, there's quite a few in here. This one's like a big granny square, but it's made out of bulky, chunky weight yarn. Number 5 weight. I like, there's that one that's on the cover. I really like that. It like starts round and then it ends up being rectangle. And they're all kind of like lap blanket size. And I like making those size blankets. There's a star right there. 7-point star. And then there is... This is octagon. You can't really tell by the blanket, but it's octagons and squares. I thought that was interesting. And I like this one. This one looks really cool with some very used self-striping yarn, looks like. There's a round one right there, and quite a few in here. Oh yeah, this one's like a Catherine wheel, which I heard it's a big yarn eater, but if you're trying to use up a lot of yarn, I guess that would be good. I don't think I've ever made a Catherine wheel blanket. And then one more round one. Anyway, thought that would be a nice book to have. So thank you, Taralynn, so much for the birthday gift card. And I enjoyed picking the items out. And yeah, I'm anxious to use them. Okay, and so I think that is it that I have to show you for today. Kind of a longer video, sorry, but I did want to go ahead and combine the regular Yarnjoy podcast episode video since I didn't have much to show you for that this week. That's not the Vlogmas projects. So I wanted to go ahead and combine them together. Okay, I'm going to go. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. Come back tomorrow and I will be back again, and we will have the Vlogmas Day 8 video. And I'll tell you what I did today or whatever. I mean, I try to share, you know, kind of what's going on a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on right now, but I will, yeah. Oh, well, I did babysit last night. We had a big time. My brother, both my sons, they double dated, you know, and they went to a movie, and so we kept the grandbaby. And so that was nice. And so, yeah. And then I'll have him tomorrow afternoon for a little while. So I'm not sure, the video may come back out a little bit later, possibly. I don't know. Because well, about middle of the day, I'm going to be babysitting just for a little while. My daughter-in-law has an appointment. So anyway, but I will be here. Or, you know, I'll get the video out. It might be a little later, or I don't know, maybe the same time. Who knows? Anyway, come back tomorrow. We will have another visit, and I'll see what we have to talk about. Okay, talk to you later. See you tomorrow in the next video. Bye.